Hello everyone, it's the Canadian Wi-Fi here, back again for another Oris OU upload. Okay, so this is something you haven't heard in a long time from my channel. I got a ladder battle. This is actually from the Oris OU ladder, some random guy named Bulba01. This is a team, once again, I think I've mentioned in the last video, I got passed by the Goomy. I'm pretty sure he got it passed to him as well, so it's been around. It has a Mega Beedrill, some other interesting mods as well. My opponent actually also has a Mega Beedrill, along with a fire, water, grass defensive kind of core thing going on. Plenty of things you can call that core. I guess it kind of specializes around Jellothorn. Not Jellothorn, Tentathorn. Was that a thing? Yeah, last turn on Rain, whatever. Just standard kind of things from both sides. His is a little less, I guess, but whatever. Looking at potential leads, I don't really know. Mammothine could obviously always lead. I'm thinking of just leading Lando though, in case he wants to lead with his Beedrill. I didn't want a Beedrill versus Beedrill kind of matchup on the first turn, so whatevs. We're gonna get into it. He actually ends up leading with Ferrothorn as I lead with Lando. I don't really have much on this team to prevent rocks from going up. My Latios does have HP Fire though. It also has Defog, so I'm just going to U-turn out right into it, depending on what he wants to go for, whether he wants to switch right into Heatran, whether he wants to T-Wave me, Leaf Seed me, whatever. He actually does pull the ballsy switch right into Heatran on turn 2, gets a Flash Fire. I'm just going to Defog away his rocks, and then actually go ahead and break his balloon and make it easier to deal with later with the Psyshock, as unfortunately he's with a Flash Cannon does a shit ton. So now my Latios is really weak, can't really switch it into anything for the rest of the game. Now it's at 20%. But regardless, predicting a fire move or a steel move or whatever, I go on my own Heatran. He actually doubles the Tentacruel on this turn, and this is when I realize, now that Latios is weakened, I don't really have anything to wear down this Tentacruel. Obviously I have Lando with Earthquake, but I don't want to get burned with Scald and shit, and it's just all bad. Regardless, I'm going to get a free Willow off on something on his team with Rotom. If he really wanted to go to Heatran to absorb the Willow, I could have just Hydroed and played Grab Ass with him for a few turns if he really wanted to start switching around on that. But regardless, going to go to Beedrill on the Burned Ferrothorn, because I know he's most likely just going to set up rocks. And take a look at this. I'm going to protect... I don't know why I protected that. That's like the stupidest use of... Oh, I know. I protected there to stall it one more turn of burn damage. There you go. 40% by a U-turn by a Beedrill. Like, Beedrill, I really enjoy using this Mon. Like, I always thought Volturn was kind of cancerous, but then you take a Mon like Adaptability Beedrill that literally is just fast and powerful. It's shit everywhere else, but literally all you do with Beedrill is click U-turn. That's all you do. That's all you ever do. You just click U-turn, and it always works out. Regardless, I'm going to go to Rotom, Bull Switch off of it. Head out into my Heatran, unfortunately get my lefties knocked off, but I am just able to kill off the Ferrothorn, no longer a problem, and if I can get the Defog off, I won't have rocks on my side of the field, which is great for my Beedrill. Anyway, at this point, I'm going to go to Lando. Most likely the Earth Power is coming my way. It'll also be able to scare him out. I make a bad play here, because I was actually playing Mario Kart at the time, and I meant to click U-turn, but I clicked Earthquake, and it was too late to cancel, so regardless, I'm just going to end up having to fodder off my Heatran at this point. It's really not useful for anything on his team whatsoever, though, so I don't really care that I have to fodder it off. It's just a could have had an extra Mon kind of thing. In the late game, always could have been nice. Anyway, at this point, now that his Slowbro is in and taunted, it's a free defog for my Latios, and my rocks aren't up. Obviously, I'm not going to lose anything by going for it, so unfortunately, I lose my main way to damage that Tentacruel directly without having to take a Scald first, which is a little bit upsetting. Regardless, it gives me a free switch into Beedrill, which is always fun, and just kill the Slowbro from 60% with a U-turn. At this point, my best play, I think, is to just, even though Greninja is going to be super useful against the rest of his team, try to get as much damage off from this damn Tentacruel as I can. 31% from Dark Pulse each time is about the most I can do. I am carrying Gunk Shot over Extra Sensory, I think. Ice Beam, Hydro, Dark Pulse, Gunk Shot. Dark Pulse is for Mega Slowbro, by the way. Otherwise, this team basically just loses to that. At this point, I can just bring in Beedrill and go for a Drill Run. Unfortunately, it does absolutely nothing to the Mamoswine. Luckily, I still have my Rotom Wash. Easy switch into Mamoswine, basically, since Gen 5. And I get a free burn off again on something on his team. Once again, if he wants to go out in the Heatran on that, I can just hit him up with a Hydro and play Grab Ass for a few turns. At this point, he's going to Sludge Bomb, as I do get off damage on the Tentacruel. And look at that, somehow, even after losing my Latios, I was able to weaken the Tentacruel down to a point where I can just come in, easy U-turn off, and Beedrill, what do you know? You just click U-turn. That's all you ever do. You just abuse the shit out of adaptability U-turn. It's so much fun. At this point, nothing on his team wants to take this Earthquake, so absolutely free as hell, you Earthquake. Unfortunately, just based on Mamoswine back in, and he's going to predict my Rotom Wash quite nicely here. Go for the Superpower. Normally, I mean, 30% is nothing to sneeze at, or 30% is nothing to a Rotom, generally. But unfortunately, I was already really low, and this puts me at a range where basically anything on his team, including a Scald plus Burn from the Tentacruel, is going to be able to finish me off. So I no longer have a hard counter to the Mamoswine, considering Beedrill most likely dies to an Ice Shard, and the Lando probably won't be able to do much. At this point, he Megas without protecting, which means I'm going to be able to get off a shit ton of damage with my U-turn, sack my Rotom Wash, and this is where some cool plays come in. I'm going to protect just a Scout, just an easy Scout, as I'm actually going to be able to eat his U-turn, because he's jolly, and I'm going to be able to U-turn off on the Mamoswine. I go out into my Landorus, and this is one of the greatest plays I think I've ever made coming up. I'm going to sack my Beedrill to his Mamoswine, because I know I need that Lando for his Beedrill. Now that he's double intimidated, I'm pretty sure he's going to switch out to try to reset that. I'm going to get up my late game Stealth Rock, because I know I can take on Beedrill one-on-one, and the easy Mamoswine can come back in. I don't know why. I guess it was... Looking back, it's not even that great of a play. But the entire Skype call was so pumped after that play. Just like, man, you know what would be real as hell right now? Going for Stealth Rock on this Mamoswine. I actually don't even know the calc. I haven't done it. I don't know if it would have been able to 2-hit KO me from full at -2. But if it could have, it was one hell of a play that I just made by going for rocks on a threat. If it couldn't have, it was basically my only play. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Mega Beedrill was a ton of fun to use. Volt Turn or not Volt Turn is just a really cool mon. Hits really hard, keeps up momentum like crazy. It's just fast, hits hard, you know, standard.ou. Other mons that we tried out on that day were Mega Gallade. We tried out, I know Gumi uploaded a video, I guess by the time you're seeing this, 3 days ago, with his pink core team thing with like, oh, Mew and Gothitelle and Chansey and Ditto and Mega Slowbro. That was gross. All in all, we just tried out a bunch of different Megas in Oris OU, and it was a ton of fun. Really got me rejuvenated back into Mons. I can't wait till Oris comes out. If only I had 3DS Capture, I would bring the shit out of you to that game. That's probably not the way I should have worded that sentence. I would bring you the shit out of that game. I would bring you that game. What I'm trying to emphasize is that I would really bring you the game. I would really upload it. It would be really enjoyable for me to play. Regardless, I'm definitely going to be doing some Wi-Fi definitely when it comes out. Doing some good old Showdown and other things hopefully by then as well. Regardless, rambled on, somehow stretched this into an 8-minute upload. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, a rating would be much appreciated. And I hope to see you guys all next time. Take it easy, guys. Have a good day. See you later. Peace out.